Hey, it's Stuart Sutton at 1 Acre Plus Homes. As I've said before, the 1 Acre Plus market does not perform like the regular market, and you're not going to get this information anywhere else. We're going to show you some details on homes on an acre or more. So if you want to buy or sell a home on small acreage, take a look. You'll get some nice surprises, maybe some shocks too. So first we're going to look at year over year, October 22 compared to October 21. Now these are percentages. Sorry, it looks like I didn't put the percentage sign in there. But the number of sales for October of this year compared to a year ago was down 47%. The number of homes that went under contract, the pendings, was down 22%. Time on the market increased 211%. Let me kind of put that into perspective. Time on the market for homes on an acre or more is now over 60 days. Is that terrible? Well, yeah, compared to 21 it was in historical market. But compared to the norm, it's not bad at all. As a matter of fact, it's well below the average for homes on an acre or more as far as the normal market is concerned, or a normal market is concerned. List to sale down about 5%. And the inventory over 5 months. Now keep in mind, inventory at 6 to 6.5 months is considered normal. And days on the market for homes on an acre or more is much longer than typical for the residential real estate market. I hope this makes sense. These are percentages. But here's a stat that nobody's talking about. Prices in October of 22 compared to 21, the average price was up nearly 30%. That's right. So everyone's running around thinking, oh, are we losing all our equity? You're not. Are prices settling? Yes. But there are particular areas and particular types of homes that are settling. And those homes, for the most part, are the ones that were peak priced to begin with. Priced very high, kind of pie in the sky, if you will. Those prices are settling. And other homes in other areas of the market are settling as well. Homes on an acre or more, average price was up for closings in October. Now keep in mind, we started shifting in August. Really, some people would argue July and August. But in October, those are homes that went under contract typically in late August and September. So those closings showed an increase in the average price. That's pretty darn good news. When you compare it to all those other negatives, it doesn't make you feel quite so bad. But how do you make it fair if we compared all those other stats to an historical market? Well, let's think about it for a second. So let's look at maybe a more fair comparison. August to October, for the last 5-6 years, how many markets saw a downward trend from August to October? Well, they all did. And we did too in 22. We saw a downward trend from August through October. And that's typical. It's not abnormal at all. In addition, 2016 through 2018, we saw homes removed from the market at a 60% rate, 70% rate, and 64% rate. So the fact that homes were removed from the market because they wouldn't sell at a 70% rate in October of 22 is not a huge negative. I mean, we saw it in years where people considered those to be relatively good markets. So when you compare October of 22 to regular markets instead of an historical market, you have a little different picture. You have not lost all your equity. As a matter of fact, we're still selling homes on an acre or more at very good prices. Sellers are still reaping the rewards of that big run up in equity for about that 20-month period. And if you are thinking about selling, don't let the negative media dissuade you. If you don't want to sell, no problem whatsoever. It's not really a rush to, hey, let me get my home on the market so I can beat the downward trend. That's not something that I would ask you to consider. If your personal situation is something that, hey, we need to move, we were going to sell, don't let the negative media keep you from doing that, because this is actually still a very good time in the 1 acre plus home market. Now, here's another stat you may like. Since 2017, a 5-year period, home prices have increased 104%, meaning more than double. Now, I know that some people say, well, during that run-up, my house doubled. Well, some people it did. But it didn't in the 1 acre plus market. Again, remember, the 1 acre plus market does not perform like the subdivision market. I did personally have listings in subdivision markets that nearly doubled, and some did double in a 2 to 2.5 year period. But it didn't happen in the 1 acre plus market. But if you had bought a house in 2017 or before, or actually before 2020, you had a really nice run up of equity, and that equity's still there. So if you bought it at 2017 or before, your house is probably double what you paid for it. And that's a pretty nice position to be in. So don't let the recent negative media affect the fact that you've done quite well. I'm going to throw one more thing at you. This is, well, it's not really statistical, but in the real estate industry, the National Association of Realtors says that 87% of agents do not last 5 years after getting their license. I would just recommend that you think about who you hire to list your home or help you buy one, especially a unique situation like homes on an acre or more. I would encourage you, whether you hire me or somebody else, to think about that 5 year mark. Consider somebody who's been in the market more than 5 years. That'll give you a little better chance of getting an experienced agent who can be more helpful based on their track record. Hopefully this helped put the 1 acre plus real estate market in perspective for you. If you like that video, I hope you'll watch some others or subscribe. You can certainly do that on the subscribe button. In this video here, I just threw it in because I thought you might enjoy it. Take a look. I hope to see you on that video.